a time for everything. A time to live, a time to die, a time to sacrifice, and a time to celebrate, and so on and so forth. But right now, at this last stretch of the year, this is the perfect time that we reach out to people as much as we can and save trees as many as we can as we celebrate this season of good tidings and cheers. Welcome to this second day special of Christmas from the Heart. Today, there is so much in store for you that will give you more zeal to recreate this earth, especially the Zeal-tide season.
But you can make a day bright. Try to stop the hurting, try to stop the fighting. Each little act of kindness can create a wonderful sight. You can light a candle in the middle of the night. You can spread forgiveness or stand up for what is right.
Come on, let's go.
The Glory Mountain is the showcase of Pastor Apollo C. Quiboloy's vision in restoring Mother Earth to its pristine beauty. Since its inception in 2005, the Sunshine Philippines movement has maintained its rehabilitation program of forests. Formerly, this place was barren wasteland surrounded by banana plantations, but right now it was converted to hectares of robust pine trees in a small barrio in the foothills of Mount Apo called Tamayong, through the concerted efforts of volunteers.
In a country with more than 7,000 islands and where ecosystem is as rich as its diverse culture, it is said that sincere and noble efforts by the central government will never be enough to fully realize an effective environmental protection program. Even just realizing a single preservation of Philippines' highest peak rainforest. At a distance, one can see thick forests and lush vegetation, seemingly preserved and untouched by humans. However, a closer look reveals that the natural park of Mount Apo have once attracted too many loggers, caingeros or slash-and-burn farmers, settlers, climbers, and tourists who were unmindful of the dangers that their activities pose to these centers of biodiversity. Deforestation, pollution, vandalism, and garbage are but some of the consequences of human encroachment. Plotting a corrective course for a country with such severe social and environmental problems as the Philippines is an enormous challenge. The damage has been enormous, and the extent of change required to turn the system from one of approaching disaster to one of long-term stability is daunting. Almost everybody believes that there is no hope left for our environment's restoration. Almost everybody just accepted their dark fate because of the continuous destruction of our natural resources for the personal consumption of the greedy. Recovery appears to be uncertain, and collapse seems to be a real possibility. But a ray of light illuminated the country as the Sunshine Philippines movement was born in June of 2005. As envisioned by Pastor Apollo C. Quiboloy, this movement is going to affect a renewal and restoration in society, in economics, in politics, in the environment through massive act of good works. Pastor Apollo's mission through SPM is for the Kingdom Ministry to be steward of the environment, the rivers, the lakes, the seas, the mountains, and the forests. In short, it will bring back the world to the way the Father Almighty had originally designed it in creating a paradise.
Let us collaborate for the good of our Mother Earth in the place where we are. Like what we have done in the foothills of Mount Apo in the Glory Mountain in Upper Six. Once upon a time, those are denuded places. And now through our cooperation with the DNR, that has given us a much larger place to plant these trees on. Like they have supplied us with trees that are endemic to our country. We are now reforesting much of those places that have been denuded. And I thank the Father through all of these volunteers who have unselfishly contributed to the help that is much needed, even for a very small country like our country, the Philippines.
Now, as an example of this renewal, is the Kingdom of Jesus Christ Covenant Mountain and Paradise Garden of Eden restored in Tamayo, where a once rough landscape has been transformed into an 8-hectare garden of plants, waterways, and flowers. The beautiful landscaping and restoration is extending to the barangay surrounding it as Pastor Apollo Quiboloy spearheads the beautification of the mountain community where he grew up and where he was called, chosen, and anointed.
Ito sa Glory Mountain, ilang beses na ako nakapunta rito, pero noon biglang nagkaroon ng renovation. And I'm very, very glad na talagang ito ngayon, napakaganda. Makita niyo ang beauty of nature. Dito niyo makikita na talagang napakadaming natural resources ng ating bansa. Napakadami ng biyaya sa Panginoong Diyos na dapat nating pagpasalamat. And this is really a place where you can say, God is so good. And I'm really thankful to God sapagkat nagkaroon ng pagkakataon na makilala si Pastor Quiboloy.
To date, the thousands of seedlings that the SPM volunteers have planted in Mount Apo have already grown and serve as the replacement of the ruined shelters of wildlife in the mountain.
I'm happy to be part of the youth who will be joining the replanting activity because it's a privilege that we could save Mother Nature from the other calamities, pollution, and I thank the Almighty Father that I'm part of people with safe nature.
I have seen the whole picture of what Pastor Apollo had wants us to figure out as young people. I mean, that he wants to mold a group, he wants to form a group that has those warm heart or a heart to lend a hand to help restore the original beauty of our Mother Earth.
I'm happy that I am part of this tree planting activity and I had a great experience to help our Mother Earth to plant more trees in order to help our environment against global warming.
As SPM continues to create awareness among Filipinos and people abroad who want to make this world a better place to live in, SPM volunteers also continue to farm out to different regions of the country and plant hundreds of thousands of trees, jump-starting its goal of planting 10 million trees. And with this possible dream, it's not only Mount Apo, or as we call it, the Glory Mountain, be reforested, but the entire country's rainforest and soon the whole world.
One super typhoon with calculated wind gusting to 235 miles per hour fully rigged 44 provinces with 11,939 barangays. Almost 10 million people were greatly distraught. The number of death tolls and missing is increasing. At least 3.5 million people are fully dependent on relief goods to survive a day. How can you help? The New York Times, a prestigious daily American newspaper, has commended the Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated, a non-profit, non-government organization, for being one of the first few organizations to rescue shortly after the onslaught of Typhoon Yolanda last November 8. Notwithstanding the threat and impassable roads, the team permeated the havoc areas just to give the first aid to our kababayans. Acting with love and concern for their countrymen, the CJFI first dealt with the survivors' basic physiological needs by providing non-stop hot soup and hot porridge in designated evacuation centers. And as the days progressed, CJFI prepared thousands of full hot meals for the victims of the flood whose livelihoods were completely wiped out by the devastating typhoon. The survivors' medical needs were also attended to, as they also sent a medical team to evacuation centers to treat, rehabilitate, and control diseases that were likely to come up. And relief goods were not thrifty, as the CJFI fully loaded the buckets with several kilos of rice, canned goods, noodles, clothes, and bottled water. With this sincere, genuine, and selfless act of kindness, the New York Times lauded the CJFI since they were there before the disaster, and this is a sure hint that they will also be thereafter. New York Times also added that organizations like CJFI can make communities transition from recovery to reconstruction and to development more seamless, thus urging people to support CJFI now and make a lasting legacy. Let us make this world a better place to live in. Support the cause of the Children's Joy Foundation. Donate now.
Situated near an area of the Pacific Ocean where tropical cyclones form, the Philippines regularly suffers severe storm damage. About 20 typhoons hit the Philippines every year, but rarely on the scale of the catastrophic visit of Typhoon Haiyan.
This is the biggest one of the year so far.
Around 10,000 people are feared dead in one city alone, while hundreds of thousands were displaced, and billions worth of properties were smashed down. Super Typhoon Haiyan, one of the most powerful storms ever recorded on planet, brought a severe destruction to the central islands of the Philippines. Together, let's give the typhoon victims an aid so they may hold on and pull through in this dire time. Support the Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated as it continues its massive relief operations and medical services in Tacloban City and other areas in Central Visayas. Send your donations to the Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated, account number 564 1-7-564-00222-0, Swift code MBT CPHMM. Metropolitan Bank and Trust, Davao Airport View Branch. Wells Fargo Bank, The Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated, account number 216-997-6913. Royal Bank of Canada, The Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated, account number 0361010146338. Our USA and Canada toll-free numbers are: toll-free USA 1-888-900-2538, CJFI toll-free Canada 1-888-900-2531, and visit our website www.childrensjoyfoundation.org. You may also reach us via Facebook and Twitter. The Children's Joy Foundation Incorporated, relief operations and medical services for typhoon victims. They need us now. Let's reach out to them. We have a new segment called Instagood that aims to catch all the feel-good Instagram photos from different parts of the world. So all you have to do is take a snapshot of that remarkable deed you just have witnessed, which truly deserves a global recognition, and then send it to our Instagram account using our hashtag Instagood, and we will feature it only here on Christmas from the Heart. So today, here's the first 10 Instagood that we have gathered.
Merry Christmas! This is my newest show, Saving Heart. Today, I will teach you how to prepare special holiday treats on sticks. Some various top secret recipes. Ta-da! Hot dog treats on sticks. Yummy! All we need are hot dog, sticks, marshmallows, and a new cream. Multi-cooker. This is where we cook their hot dog. The other will put a little water to the multi-cooker because it's hot and not allowed. Let's heat it for a couple of minutes. Let it cook the hot dog. We will put hot dog on sticks. When the hot dogs are cooked, we can add marshmallow on the top. Make the hot dog cute, like me. Delicious! What makes this hot dog special? I give it now. I hope to tell all of this so that I can raise fun. We have the typhoon hearts. Hope you learn, children, how to cook hot dogs, on sticks. Merry Christmas. Bye.
This holiday, Christmas from the Heart presents a smarter, funnier, and more adorable Bea in her new program, Saving Hearts, her own holiday fundraiser that aims to help children in need this Christmas while bringing more bundles of joy into homes. If Bea has a heart to do it, why can't you? Pitch in your help and spread the love around.
There is a saying that goes, you are sitting under a tree because someone has planted it. And we are very fortunate here at the Glory Mountain because of one man's initiative to restore and rehabilitate the environment by planting trees. We are savoring this heavenly bliss. Thank you so much for joining us, and may these Christmas songs that we prepared for you may bring you the spirit of Christmas wherever you are. On behalf of Pastor Apollo C. Quiboloy, the CEO and President of Sunshine Media Network International, Merry Christmas!
Everybody's getting busy, parties almost every night. Candy cane, shortbread, and houses decorated in lights. Stores are trying to keep their stock up, credit cards are to the max. We'll have to wait till it's all over before we can relax. Oh, the buzz and the buzz, love's wonderful time.
malice, make it remains every day. Call to the bay, let's always the world stay. Jump in the train, hurry with your kindness. Don't activate, no time to be careless. Raise your hand with me, say with me. There's no stop being too kind.
Never too late, never too early. When you do, there's no boundary. Spread the love, catch the spirit. In kindness, there's no limit. You can jump in the sky, but you can make the day bright. Try to stop the hurting, try to stop the fighting. Each little act of kindness can create a wonderful sight. You can light a candle in the middle of the night. You can spread forgiveness or stand up for what is right.
Summertime, make you realize the feeling got your side. Just to make it kind. Open your walk, but then make your smile. Circulate in your mind, we're fighting with a flight. Circulate how we remember, forget the suffering. The whole world is your family, the east, and the chocolate. Those are joy, we say us free. We never saw kindness.
You can light a candle in the middle of the night. You can spread forgiveness or stand up for